you can sit up here and tell me that that specific era of Black YouTube wasn't one of the best and most entertaining eras of YouTube we have had in a long time? Now, if you recognize that thumbnail picture that I put up there, you would know who these specific YouTubers are. And if you don't know, then you definitely been on the loop for sure. So if you guys remember correctly, there was a specific YouTube content creator group that carried YouTube for at least a few years. I would say at least 3 years, right? Those YouTubers were Chris and Queen, Armand and Trey, Perfect Laughs, DMB Nation. I would even throw like Sierra and Jordan, M and Vaughn in there, but they came a little later. But this specific YouTube group carried content creation. Like, you had these groups creating pranks after pranks after pranks. You had them creating travel vlogs, just daily vlogs, like all types of content that made you want to be a YouTuber. These specific people wanted you or made you feel like you should be a YouTuber. Like, I wanted to create a challenges based off of watching them, because I'm like, dude, if I can get a group together and we can like get all ourselves in one space and create content, that'll be fucking dope. Like, you had these people uploading daily, sometimes multiple times a day. They even rented out houses. They tried to create a reality TV show together. Like, they was on the grind. They were on the rise. And for us to get treated to content like that, that was something that I will never in my life forget, because that to me was a peak Black YouTube. And I say Black YouTube because there were mainly Black creators. So of course you had the popular YouTube couple of Chris and Queen. They're no longer together. You guys know about that story. But you know, they created like couples challenges. They did what was that challenge, like read the lips challenge, stuff like that. All types of content. They were very popular and gained like millions of subscribers. Then you had Armand and Trey. They started off doing covers of artists. Like they're pretty much a singing duo. Well, we're a singing duo, but I don't know what they do now. You had Perfect Laughs doing her pranks. She was like the queen of pranks when she was doing pranks. And then you had, oh, I forgot, you had the Taylor Girls included. The Taylor Girls was in their group as well. You had them be them goofy selves. Like, you had them bring comedy to the group and a little bit of, you know, a little bit of ghetto, but we all love a sprinkle of that. So when I tell you this group motivated a lot of people, I even found small channels that based their content off of that group's content when they got together. Now, we did see a lot of good content from them. However, there was a dark side to this. Now, if you guys remember, this specific group had a manager. Her name was Janae. So she basically had them, she basically made them do the pranks that they wanted to do, or advised them to do certain videos that they wanted to do. But in the midst of all that, there was allegations that everything that they were doing, specifically the pranks, were fake. So when I look back at it, these pranks were definitely fake, because how can you prank the same person like 3 times a day and they fall for it? You see what I'm saying? And another thing that I caught on to before the allegations even started was, it would be a point to where, let's say like Chris and Queen upload a video. Let's say if it's like they're doing a reaction video, right? Or they're doing a prank, right? They upload the video and the video is like 25 minutes. DMB Nation, Damien and Bianca will upload a reaction to said video, and they will have the video up 5 minutes after Chris and Queen posted their video. So how do you guys watch a 25-minute video, edit it, react to it, edit it, and then cut it up and post it after 5 minutes when they upload their video? Like, it didn't make sense. Like, none of it made sense. So I was like, they probably planned this. They probably planned all of this. They probably, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Something was weird along the lines of that. And then on top of that, there was scandals of like them, like, I don't know, scamming students or scamming like small YouTubers, because DMB Nation started a DMB University to where like they were going to show people how to make money and how to make, you know, gain millions of subscribers and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I don't know about this, because apparently people paid for the university, but they never ever got their money back, and the university all of a sudden shut down. So there were some dark sides to this group. They even got together as a collective to call out the specific YouTubers that called them out for their pranks being fake and them scamming people. So a hit dog will holler, I'm just saying. like I said before, it wasn't all bad. It was actually very, very, very entertaining. And for me to watch that era of YouTube and grow up around that era of YouTube, it was perfection for me, because like at the end of the day, I was entertained. I was attracted to what I was seeing. I was constantly tuning in. Now, when I was starting to tune out of YouTube, when I was starting to gravitate away from YouTube, that's when they started another YouTube group in the form of like Chris and Trey, I'm Just Airy, Neek and King, you know what I'm saying? Like that whole second group, I never watched that group. I never actually paid attention to them. I saw like clips and like little bits online. But what I noticed was they did the same amount of content formatting that the first group did. And guess what? The common denominator was the manager, Janae. She managed them as well, because if you guys don't know, I'm Just Airy is her daughter. And she was sporadically part of the first group too, but Janae moved on to another group after the first group fell apart. So that group started doing fake pranks. They started getting their own home, renting out a house so they can all live in there together to make content. And they ended up doing the same exact thing. So I'm not gonna lie, Janae was not a perfect manager. Janae was not, I wouldn't even consider her a manager, but at the end of the day, if she was advising them to do these said videos and make this said content, then she did something right, because they ended up gaining thousands upon hundreds of thousands, even millions of subscribers, because that was peak content. That what was trending at the time. That what was gravitating. That was pulling people in. It was making people watch. So at the end of the day, they made their money, and guess what? We still tuned in. No matter how much we critiqued it, no matter how much we didn't like it, as far as like them doing fake pranks, but at the end of the day, guys, you tuned in. But if you guys watched that specific era of YouTube, let me know down in the comments below, who was your favorite creator back then? Because for me, I gotta go with Armand and Trey, because them niggas is funny. They were funny, bro. I wasn't too into couples channels like that, but at the end of the day, they made their money, and look where they are now. Queen Naija making music, Chris doing his own thing on TikTok. A lot of creators are doing their own thing now. A lot of them split, but at the end of the day, we were entertained, and that's all that matters. If you guys like this video, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and let me know who you guys used to watch back then in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.